Hi, my name's Helen and this is my channel, Helen Mary Jo. If you're new here, then welcome. If you're returning, thank you. And if you're a house bell, hello. So you can see I'm in the kitchen. I'm not cooking. I'm absolutely exhausted, to tell you the truth. I went out at 10 o'clock this morning and I got home about 3 o'clock this afternoon. Just had a quick cup of tea and I've been down to Tesco, the big Tesco down on the M27, and then into Hedge End, and then into Costco. It was a lot. So I just thought I'd show you a few bits that I'd got. I got a couple of bargains that I'm quite pleased with. I just thought I'd show you this first now. This is me all over. I got this in the, the Boots £10 Tuesday. I mean, it is handy, but it's about half the size of what I thought it was. I am so bad at, when they say the size of something, I thought this was going to be about kind of this big, and it's this big. Teeny weeny. But it's an invisible sun stick by a brand called Hello Sunday. And it's the idea is that you kind of have it in your day bag, so that if you're out and about and the sun is hot, you can kind of reapply it to your face, your nose, your shoulders, It's not a lotion, so you can just pop it on. So it was £10. It was well reduced. Couldn't tell you what it is, but I've got the Hello Sunday lip balm, lip protector, and that is very, very nice. And then this is it's a bit dangerous. This is Elf. I don't know whether I'll do this on camera. Oh, I'm not going out for the rest of the day, so it doesn't matter. This apparently is a dupe for the Benefit tint that they do, which you can use on your lips and your face. So, I'm going to put it on my hand first before I end up looking like something out of Wurzel Gummidge. So it is quite a soft pink. I'll pop a little bit on. Go for it, why not? And the idea is that you just blend it in, but apparently it really has got an immense staying power. So that's quite nice, isn't it? It wasn't expensive. I was about to place a larger Elf order with Boots, but they didn't have everything I wanted. And then, to be honest with you, I started on the Elf website and then I completely forgot to complete the order. So this is buildable, as they say, but yeah, quite nice, quite a subtle tint colour, and the same, you can just put that on your lips and then just put some gloss on top. So that was just picked up from Boots. Then what shall I show you next? Oh yeah, I went down to Tesco. I've got a big Tesco Florence and Fred video coming soon, actually, and so I was returning most of it, but I picked this up for Rob because they've got 25% off adult clothes till Monday, I think it is. And I thought this was very, very smart. This is a gilet, and it's kind of got this padding at the front, and then it's smooth at the back. And I thought this is very, very handy this time of year. I mean, I have had a blazer on today. I've had a raincoat on. I got too hot. I had to take both of those off various times. So I've got a merino jumper with a vest top underneath it. But I thought this is handy for holidays and, well, just the in-between when you kind of just need that little bit of extra warmth. So that's what it looks like on me. Rob's busy at the moment, so, but with the 25% off, I thought that was pretty good. And it looks very, very smart. It looks very, quite expensive, actually. So that was £29 with 25% off. So brings it down to, £2.90, £6, so just over £23, which I thought was really nice. It's got a really nice feel to it. It doesn't feel supermarket-y, whatever that feels like. I went into Marks and Spencer, and I was mostly returning, but obviously I have to have a look around. And do you remember that skirt I got? I'm sure this is the same fabric. they had these jackets. When I bought the skirt, they didn't have jackets. Not that I was looking for a suit, but this was reduced half price. So it was 65 reduced to 32.50. And I think I might wear this instead of the black and white jacket to the wedding. I think what I'll do is just see what the weather's doing actually. But it fits me really well. I mean, that's over a jumper and I'm just wearing it over a silk dress. You can see it's really short, but it fits so well. And it's a 14. I tried on the 16 and it was just a little bit big on the shoulders. So, I mean, as I say, I've got a wool jumper on under this and I wouldn't be wearing it with a wool jumper. But it's nice, it's just sits nicely on my waist there. It's not too tight. So that's nice. I mean, I know we shouldn't worry about the size, but I cannot remember the last time I could get into a 14. In fact, my son-in-law said to me yesterday, he said, you suddenly kind of got really small here. Well, I don't know. I must be getting bigger and bigger ankles because I promise you I haven't lost any more weight. I haven't lost weight in months, but it's just kind of reorganising itself. Then I picked these up. They are kind of plush, I suppose, but I think they were rather nice. They are candle holders and they were half price. They were $7.50 originally. I got 2 of those to put a pillar candle on, and I know exactly where I'm going to put them in the front room. And I thought they were really, really nice. I love the colours, and it kind of goes with this goose feather that we've got on the wall. So it's, I just took to them really, and I just thought they were a good buy. So I've got 2 of those. So 2 for $7.50, obviously. Then, oh, the usual debacle, honestly. So I picked up these sunglasses. They were on a rack with all of the sale things, not for sale things. And some of them were stickered up and some of them weren't. And when I got to the till, she put them through and she said, they're not in the sale. And I said, well, the other ones were in the sale. So really, really brilliant manager, different story. He said, just let me run down and check. And he went down and he said, you know what, it isn't obvious. So based on that, he said, if I can't tell, how are you supposed to tell? And, you know, I've got loads of really nice sunglasses, but these are a bit kind of kooky and a bit cool. And really, I've kind of bought them for if it's a sunny day on the wedding day. And if I lose them, it's not the end of the world. I like this. It's so funny because I gave my goddaughter all of my old Gucci sunglasses that were these narrow shapes. I've gone for the big ones and these are all the rage now. So, you know, they were, well, they were $7.50 and then they gave me 20% off, which they shouldn't have done really. So I think I got those for £6, which was pretty good, and they are just a bit of fun. I mean, I wouldn't buy expensive sunglasses in that shape because I think I'm a bit old for that really. So that was all I got in Marks and Spencer's. I'll just take that out while I remember it so I don't break it. Then I went into Sainsbury's. I kept expecting to meet somebody today because I was much, much later going in than I normally am. And normally, you know, I've met so many people at Hedge End. I mean, maybe people saw me and didn't want to say hello, I don't know, or, you know, whatever, but it was just quite funny. I thought, oh, I'm bound to see somebody today with my hair's a mess and everything else, but I didn't, so I was safe. So then, oh my goodness, this is so heavy. Oh. And I'll tell you why. So we've got plain bone china crockery that we use every day. I mean, I've got my sort of posh set, which we use high days and holidays. But I just got loads of bone china, white crockery. Actually, I got most of it in Costco. And a few bits have got chipped and they're getting a bit low. So I've been looking at sets and things like that. It's so expensive. And also, I kind of feel like I'm on the end of this part of my life where I'll be catering for lots of people. So I didn't really want to spend a lot of money. And then I saw these and they were half price. All of this china was half price. Now, they're porcelain. So I got, I think these were £1.50 each. I might be wrong. I don't know where my receipt is. Oh, I do know where it is, but anyway, it doesn't really matter. So I picked up 6 first of all, and then I thought I'll just get 8 because, you know, if you've got more than 2 of you here, it's usually a lot more than 2. So I got 8 bowls. I'll just give them a quick wash before I put them in the drawer. They're a nice size cereal bowl. Then I got 8 side plates. Now they are smaller than my existing side plates. That's my existing, that's the new. So they're a bit smaller, but you know, mostly it's just for a sandwich or something. So I thought they were really nice actually. I mean, that, you know, they haven't got any rim on them or anything, so they could have come from anywhere really, couldn't they? So 8 of those, and then 8 dinner plates. Wonder how they compare. Now I'm picking these ones up. They kind of feel a bit it's dirty. That's a good start. You can kind of feel that these are newer because they're much shinier. So see, that one's got a chip on it, so they can go in the bin now. Well, they're the same size, aren't they, really? So I'm pleased with those. They were such a good buy, and it stopped me kind of going silly and spent a lot of money. I mean, they really were very, very well priced. The fact they were half price. And then I didn't really buy a lot of, oh, I got these as well. These were half price. And you know how I like to have a tea towel by the sink these days? I just have one folded where I just put, you know, any little bits that I sort of wash up, like a glass or whatever, I'll just put that on there, because you can't just have a glass that you're using all day and just keep putting it in the dishwasher, can you? So I thought they were rather pretty. Go very well in this kitchen actually, because I've got a lot of blue. And when they get stained, then they just, you know, we just use them for rags. Tea towels always get stained, don't they? It's cheerful, isn't it? Quite summery. These are Habitat, and blue, obviously, my favourite colour. And then this one with the Rick Rack on. So I was pleased with those. There's a lot of reductions in there, actually. And then what else? This is just food, but I got these thin bagels that I really like. Sometimes I find a whole bagel is too much for breakfast, but these are just right for me. So I'll have those with just a bit of peanut butter or something on. And then I got some of these bake at home baguettes, because when it's just Rob and I, we don't actually get through an awful lot of bread. So quite often we end up with, you know, the bread has started to go stale or worse, and it's all of that kind of in between. I thought, you know what, that's perfect, because we can do that in the air fryer, and half of that, well, I'd have kind of a third, Rob would have 2/3, is just right. And they were on offer, so they were £1 for 2, so they're 50p a loaf, which is pretty good. Then I did get actually 1 packet, these were on offer as well, of cinnamon and raisin bagels. Now this takes me back to, we stayed in Fort Lauderdale a long time ago, nearly 20 years ago, and for breakfast every day we had bagels with cream cheese and jam on, and if I ever have that combination, it takes me straight back to Fort Lauderdale. It was just brilliant. And then the other random thing that I got in Sainsbury's was this Superstay lipstick. Now, lots of you asked me what lipstick I'm wearing on various videos. So what I thought I'm going to do, I'm just going to wear this one when I'm filming and try and remember that. So it's a lovely colour. Good Lord. Rose it's called. So I won't put it on because I've got lipstick on. Nice colour, isn't it? It is just what you'd call rose pink, isn't it? And so you've got that, that is the sort of dye, and then that is the gloss. I think that was £11. Oh, I'm getting hot. Strange, strange weather. Did I show you this? I don't think so. Oh, it's got a hole. These packets are hopeless. This is just a strong white flour. I've got a brilliant recipe to show you for making bread rolls actually, and then that was Sainsbury's, and I popped into Costco, and mostly in there I mean good order, you know, boring, but that's where we always get Dolly's treats because they're good value. I was looking at some treats in a supermarket, I think it was, and their kilogram price was £30 a kilo, I think. I thought, I could give a fillet steak for that. Just crazy. But these chew sticks, you know, they keep her quiet for a long time. She loves those. And then I got these surf and turf beef treats. And they're the ones that we kind of have by the front door to try and placate her if somebody's coming in or whatever. I can't remember the price of those, but she loves those. And I got a great big thing of blueberries because Rob has blueberries every morning on his cereal. And then for our dinner tonight, we're actually having this butter chicken curry. There'll be too much in there for the two of us, but that was just £9, so much, much cheaper than takeaway. And delicious. I've had such a busy week that I am really looking forward to just chilling, slobbing out in front of the TV tonight and not having to cook. So, was there anything else I wanted to tell you? Yeah, I told you I've got the big F&F Florence and Fred haul coming that I filmed, and in that I am featuring some Heist shapewear products, but I will be doing a full video on those. And I've got a big 2 haul as well. I've done a little bit of gardening with Rob, various bits and pieces. So thank you as ever for watching. Don't forget to hype. You know, that's the little star thing. I mean, you know, if it's just a nuisance, don't worry about it. But if you can, I'd be grateful, because I think it just helps the exposure of the channel. But you know, I don't know. It's crazy really, isn't it? All these things they add into the mix all the time. I don't know if you remember this. This is the merino jumper that I got in the M&S sale right back. I mean, I had another 20% thing off. I said to the lady in the shop, that's about the third 20% off thing I've had in a few months. And she says, yeah, I know. So I think they are struggling a little bit to get their clientele back, but it was busy, so hopefully they'll soon be back, recovered from their cyber attack, and we can forget all about it. I mean, they won't, will they? They'll be, you know, gearing up to protect everything and all the rest of it. So it's modern life, I'm afraid. Anyway, have a lovely weekend, and I'll see you really soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.